Hello, Rogerlandian FRT and SWAT members. This is our new clubhouse. This is this is the breaching facility by OPFOR Studios on Roblox. This is the Rogerlandian private server. Now, I will get into how to solo breach things, but first thing I need to do is go over clothing. And when we get to 2-man teams or 3 to 4-man teams in a separate video, then I will go over etiquette with other people. Now, first thing you're going to want to do, come over. Obviously, there's a group only section in equipment room. You will head into the equipment room. In the equipment room, you will then walk over and you will see there's this light shirt and the brown shirt. Obviously, if you touch one, you get it. But if you are a SWAT member, you are going to take this green shirt right here with these gloves. If you are an Army member, you are going to take this. This is what I'm going to be rolling with today, obviously. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this belt, ammo dump mag, the glow sticks, a gun. Then, if you are a SWAT member, you're taking that vest. If you're an Army member, you are taking one of the other vests. So I'm going to take this vest today. Just doing base equipment. I'm taking this vest because everybody can get it. Then you're going to want this leg strap. Kind of just looks nice. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to these weapons. If you are a normal person, you're going to take the M4A1 Modification 1. H is for your laser. And if you experience a jam, you can do F to unjam. B changes from semi to full. And R is reload. Some people were wondering, what about lights? Lights are J. Flashlights are J in case you need them, but you shouldn't ever need them. Now, you might notice, hey, I don't hear any gunshot sounds. It's because on the very lowest volume, the guns were speaking over me. Yeah, whenever I fired the guns demonstrating something, they were louder than me. Now, the M4A1 mod is pretty nice, but if you're the breacher, you're going to have the Remington 870, which is a pump-action 12-gauge shotgun, and everybody's going to have a secondary G13. Now, you might notice, oh, look, there's some ones with scopes on them. Why don't we use those? Because we don't really need to. Now, if you are a primary and you do not want to join the group, if you are the secondary commander of a squad, you're a second man to go in a room, you might want the MK16 Express just because it's a little bit shorter than the M4A1. Just basically by the barrel, it's a little shorter. But obviously that is a secondary one with that. But if you are the primary, now all of our primaries will be squad leaders / supervisors, so they will have access to group only because all they have to do is join the group. You're going to put on like a watch, you're going to put on boots, you have access to night vision, some better things. Now, you might be thinking, where does a SWAT member use? SWAT member will use one of these top two. If you're an Army guy, you're going to use this one right here, just that one. Which, it will look, obviously it didn't unequip this one. And if you're a squad leader, a secondary or anybody who has access to group will grab this weapon. And a squad leader will grab this weapon. This gun is made for CQB. It is as short as possible. Obviously, you will also grab flashbangs, but they tend to go off, just by you equipping them, they go off sometimes. Alright, I'm now going to show you how to one-person open this. Actually, I'm going to go over etiquette first. Okay, first of all, I'm going to reset all these doors. and somebody's been through our little clubhouse. Now, this is a room. This is your standard dude. Somebody opens the door, you check here, you look around, you put a couple shots in a guy. Keep looking, nothing. Okay, cool. Then they signal to button hook by aiming down. So there's commander staying over here, they say button hook by aiming down, then they go normal again. And obviously you would actually be loaded. You need to make sure that never happens. You can put a few shots in somebody, and the other person will go across here. Obviously a secondary with this, or obviously a secondary wouldn't always look like this. They could look like this. It is shorter, as you can see here. It's just not as short as the primary's one. And you get to another door. Let's pretend this one is locked. You have your breacher shoot the door out. Shoot the door handle out. And you're not really supposed to aim through it, but you're supposed to aim at it so that you know you hit it, or you could just put your gun up to it. That's less likely to actually hit it. Then they're going to step back. Primary is going to go here. They're going to signal up, which is flowing or crossing. And your secondary is going to second that up like this. Sometimes, if they don't move at all, or if they do down, it means they think that you should button hook around like that. But it is always what primary says. Obviously, you have to do it twice to make sure we're not doing it incorrectly. Then you move in the room, which the door will open. If it doesn't open, blow it off the hinges. You can engage any target from the outside. Then you flow inwards. Right after somebody checks the door like that, you will flow inwards. You'll go for that corner there. And the secondary will go through there. Now, imagine you're in a 5-man team. 2 people running M4A1s, modded. 2 people running M4A1s. You'll be running up through a hallway. The breacher will stack on the door. They'll see that it's unlocked, and they'll step back over here. The primary will step back right onto the door. Your secondary will be the third person in line right here. And then 2 M4A1s with their guns aimed downwards will be standing right here, just in case something happens. When that door is breached, you're both going to enter as well. So, obviously, door is unlocked. Somebody might say, check the room. So they will open the door while you stand back like this with your laser on. They'll open the door while you stand back. Then you'll move around as much as you can. You'll say clear. You'll say nothing. And then you'll move across. And your squad commander will signal to flow. Obviously, this is all nonverbal communication only. So you will flow into that corner like that if you're a secondary. And if you're a primary, you'll engage that guy before flowing. Now, I'm going to be breaching a small home right here. A very small home. Okay, they've locked their front door. Pretty normal thing to do. Yeah. You're going to blow that door off the hinges. Obviously, going into the first room, you're going to want somebody there, secondary here, primary. Okay, you're going to want primary here. Breacher's going to breach the door, then back up to here before pulling up their secondary, because shotgun isn't very accurate. Secondary here, and the 2 normal guys here and here, kind of all aiming at the center. Going to get that door open, and you are going to signal either to flow or to button hook. So I'm going to button hook here. So you would engage targets in the room, turn around, and button hook. gauge targets in the room. Turn around. You might have a few more targets. That is okay. These guys are coming in right after you, and they can also... The second guy to come in will follow the secondary. The third guy to come in will follow the first guy. Then, obviously, breacher sees door unlocked, moves aside. Primary gets on door. Secondary gets on door. You two will go there and there again. Door will be open. You'll see nothing. They'll see nothing. And you'll both just kind of make sure you don't see anything before sending your boss in. You'll say, good job. You'll say nothing. Although this is only for verbal communication. Without verbal communication, they kind of have to sweep it themselves. I signal to go forward or to flow. So I flow in. My secondary flows in and drops someone. Now, you can split off into two teams with a primary and the tertiary, and the secondary and the quaternary. Quaternary. Somebody will definitely correct me on that. And the breacher will follow along with the primary. Or you could have two breachers. If you want to split up at some point, you can have two breachers. Obviously, if you see somebody through a door, you can try firing through the door. That might put them down long enough for you to get a few shots off. And then put a few shots in their buddy. That might be across the room. Now, that is all etiquette and showing a little bit of a door. Now, I'm going to show you how to do things by yourself. And you can change around the order of people in the house. Now, I'm going to regenerate all these doors and show you, okay, what does somebody who's by themselves look like? You will probably have, you'll either be a solo breacher with your Remington 870 and a Glock, or you'll be a primary with a breaching shotgun. So you're going to have the Remington 870, but it is your secondary weapon, so no Glock, and you're just going to have your main weapon on you. You don't have to signal anything. You can just walk up, sweep a room, start shooting, and kind of peek the corners. This obviously is pretty fast, as you are by yourself. And you're going to want to kind of stack up, choose an angle to stack up on, and trust a corner. Which is not something many people should do, is trust a corner. But you can trust a corner here. Now, obviously, door locked. What are you going to do? Pretend like your breaching shotgun works. Open that. Get ready. Open. Open, open, open. Trust in your abilities. Zoom through here. Put a couple shots in that guy. Through here. Keep leaning. Keep leaning. Obviously, you can't really switch to your secondary, so you just need to back up and reload. Although, switching to your secondary is faster than reloading. Your secondary isn't very accurate if you're by yourself as a squad commander. Obviously, nobody down this entire hallway is a little weird. Nobody in entire hallways of a place is a little weird. And you want to put 2 to 3 shots in somebody's chest. Before you can call them safe. Obviously, don't go past a room unless it is ready and cleared. If you go past a room without it being cleared, you need to, if you're by yourself, remember it. If you're in a squad, have one person, like with an M4A1, stand by that door and wait. This will often happen if there are 2 doors on either side of a hallway, on either side of a house. So you'll leave one person kind of guarding the first door while you all go down the second door. Obviously, your laser is extremely useful as it allows you to kind of peek into rooms without actually peeking. No. That is a house clear, pretending to be a SWAT commander solo. Now, I'm going to do a room that doesn't actually have anybody in it, but I'm going to do it as best as I can. Breacher solo. So, locked door, open that, walk in, no one. Next room, you might want to have your pistol out and pretend there's somebody in that corner there, then somebody down the hall. Obviously, somebody in that corner will always happen. Next one, you open it up, pretty sure it's a closed room, it's not a closed room. Go, somebody in that corner, somebody right there. Now that person you should have seen earlier on, but you're a little solo, so you know, somebody in that corner down there. You fire at somebody down there. You load. Obviously, this is more accurate than your actual primary shotgun. Locked doors can be unlocked with a gun. Somebody in that corner you can engage with a shotgun. Standing here in a corner, they can get you. Now, what you're going to do first is unlocked doors. Every time you do unlock doors first, nobody in this one. Now, locked, locked, locked. This one's on the same side. I'm going to open it up. Somebody in that corner, somebody in that corner. Move around, somebody in that corner. 3 people in one room in one corner. Obviously, this is, well, you can accidentally soft lock yourself like this. I recommend is doing that and then shooting the hinges so you don't actually close it. Do that. You can shotgun multiple doors at once. And obviously, if a locked door has nobody in it, that's a little weird, but that's fine. They are allowed to be a little weird. That's how to breacher clear. That's how to CQB solo. Now, a video will be coming out later where it is breaching and clearing with multiple people, where I will be showing all the forms of etiquette for breaching and clearing. And on that note, I hope everybody has a good day, and I hope you understand how to CQB with this or another video, or the other video that we will be putting out soon. See you all in the next video.